Biur Mishnah Daled, the explanation of Mishnah Daled. Shaninu betrumot. We said in Masechet Trumot. We learned Trumot before. Haochel truma shogeg. If you eat truma by mistake, meshalem keren vechumash. You have to pay the truma and 20%, 25% more. Yeah? Penalty. So I'm a Kohen. I have a challah, a nice challah that only Kohanim may eat. It comes from truma, it comes from donations. Yeah? So somebody comes and by mistake he doesn't realize that it was only for Kohanim and he ate it. He ate my challah that a Kohen is supposed to uplift and he's not allowed to eat. But it was a mistake. So he says, what does he need to do? He needs to repay. How much? Challah, the challah you need to give me back, and he needs to pay 25% more. Chumash. Yeah? 25. 25%. 20% is 25. Chumash is 25%. Because ima kolel, we learned about it. Yeah? You're right. Chumash means 20%. But when it says chumash in the Torah, it means with the kolel, which means it's one quarter. Yeah. In other words, you count you count the extra as part of the 20%. So that's why it's 25.
If the bread costs me $1, you have to do $1.25.
That's right. Meshalem keren vechumash. Umeshalem, and what does it? He needs to pay chulim metukanim. He needs to pay me. Let's say I have 2 cookies. He needs to pay me wheat for the 2 cookies. How much 2 cookies? He had 2 cookies from the Terumah. He needs to give me 2 cookies of wheat.
Wheat?
Yeah, whatever. That's right. Vehem naasim truma, and those 2, the wheat becomes truma. Klumar she'eno mishalem lo ma'ot. He doesn't owe me money. What does he owe me? Produce. That's right. He needs to pay exactly what he ate. He ate wheat. He needs to give me back wheat. And now this wheat becomes truma to me again. His wheat becomes truma, like truma. Elu perot, vatashlumin naasim truma, and everything becomes truma to me. So it was chul in his hand, and once he paid it to me, it reappears as truma. שנאמר באוכל תרומה בשוגג, ונתן לכהן את הקודש, because it says he has to give him the holy part. The holy part means not money, it means wheat. דבר הראוי להיות קודש, something that is befitting to become holy. משנתנו, now comes, look how beautiful it is. משנתנו דנה בזר, האוכל תרומת חמץ בפסח. I, by mistake, as a Kohen, for example, let's take an example, I had cookies, and I forgot that I had cookies. And somebody came, a non-Kohen, and he ate those cookies by mistake. On Pesach. I forgot that I had them, and he came and ate them. אם הוא חייב בתשלומים. Now we're going to debate, does he need to pay?
You have correct already.
No, it's shogeg. It's shogeg, it's a mistake. It's not mezid. Yeah, it's a shogeg. So let's see. האוכל תרומת חמץ בפסח. Somebody ate חמץ on Pesach. כגון, שהפריש מצה בפסח והחמיצה. For example, you don't have to go, so I didn't make cookies, I made matzah. But the matzah, there was water on it and it became chametz. Yeah? So I made the matzah during Pesach and this guy became chametz and the guy ate it by mistake. או שהפריש תרומת, now he's not allowed to eat it at all because it's truma. Yeah, I'm allowed to eat it. He's not allowed to eat, yeah. Truma. או שהפריש תרומת חמץ לפני הפסח והגיע הפסח. Or I had cookies before Pesach and Pesach arrived. בשוגג. אם אכל את תרומת החמץ בשוגג, now he ate it by mistake. שלא ידע שהיא תרומה. What does it mean? He didn't know it was תרומה. אף אם ידע שזה חמץ. Even if he knew it was חמץ. He could have known it was חמץ. But he just didn't know it was תרומה. משלם קרן וחומש. He needs to pay both קרן and חומש. כדין כל זר האוכל תרומה בשוגג. Because he ate. In other words, he's penalizing not for eating chametz. I don't care that he ate chametz. He ate truma. That's my problem. Not that he ate chametz. The problem is that he ate truma. So he gets penalized, like anybody who eats Terumah b'shogeg. ואף על פי שחמץ בפסח אסור בהנאה, even though חמץ in Pesach, we said, is not allowed to have enjoyment, ואינו שווה כלום, it doesn't have any value, מכל מקום חייב לשלם. Nevertheless, he needs to pay. Why? Because he's not paying value. He's paying wheat. In other words, he's replacing the truma he took. He's not giving me the value of it. He's replacing what he took. לפי שאינו משלם מעות לפי ערך התרומה, because he's not paying for the value, אלא פרות לפי מידת התרומה שאכל. He is just replacing the truma that he did eat, the wheat that he ate. In other words, he doesn't owe me money, he owes me wheat. כמו שהבנו לעיל בהגדרה למשנתנו. Now that's if it was a mistake. What happened if he did it on purpose? That he has to deal with God. Yeah, that's exactly. It's another case. It's like in the police when they arrest somebody, they give him this one, and this one. So, yeah, this one is at the time. Yeah, this is only for our case. You say you deal with God later on. None of my problem. This is you and God, but pay me my money. Yeah. But look at how interesting it becomes. What happens if he eats the truma on purpose? In other words, he knows it's truma. אם אכל תרומת חמץ בפסח במזיד. What does it mean מזיד? Not that it's חמץ, but it's truma. He knew he wasn't supposed to eat truma. He decided, I'm going to eat your truma. I don't care. שידע שהיא תרומה, אף אם שגג בחמץ. That he knew it was truma, even if you want to say that he didn't know it. Yeah, it's not that for sure he didn't know. Even if you're going to say he didn't know. Whether he knew, whether he didn't know, it doesn't matter. Yeah, the truma is the problem. I don't care about the chametz part. פטור מתשלומים. He doesn't have to pay him at all. Zero. Why? שהאוכל תרומה במזיד, because the rule is that if you eat תרומה on purpose, דינו כגזלן. He's considered to be a thief. and a thief פטור מחומש. And a gazlan is not obligated to pay the penalty. וחייב לשלם מעות לפי ערך התרומה. He needs to pay you according to the value of what you ate. And what was the value of it during Pesach? It had no value. Because it's chametz. והרי חמץ בפסח אין אורך דמים. And חמץ בפסח has no value at all. שהרי אסור בהנאה, because he's forbidden in enjoyment. הילקח פטור מתשלומים. He's not obligated in any payments. Now, a second case with God is going to have a lot of problems, but that's a God payment. To the Kohen, he says, what do you want? How much did you lose? You ask the Kohen, what's your value? Show me in other words, you have to have an assessor to come to say how much I damaged you. What was the value of the chametz that I damaged you? Nothing. It had no value.
But also the shogeg it had no value.
But
why doesn't in shogeg it have value?
In shogeg, I don't have. In shogeg, I don't pay for value. I pay the wheat.
Right, but this wheat is no good.
It doesn't matter. I need to replace the wheat that I took in shogeg.
Why?
Because the verse says it. The verse says in shogeg, the verse says by shogeg, it's not the value that you have to replace what you took. That's right. Not the value of it. In Mazid, you're a thief, and a thief has to pay as the value of the object. It doesn't have to replace the object, the value of the object. And he's so much not obligated, even midmei etzim. The guy can tell him, you know what I could have done with it? I could have used it as firewood, the chametz. Yeah? I could have burnt it. ומדמי עצים, ואפילו דמי עצים. And even, no, you're allowed to burn chametz on Pesach. You're allowed to burn. Yeah, but it's worth firewood. Maybe it's even worth firewood. It says not even that. It's not even worth firewood. היינו, כמה שהייתה שווה להסיק בה את התנור, how much it was worth to put it as firewood, פטור מלשלם. Why? Like you said, שהרי חמץ בפסח אסור בהנאה. Because חמץ בפסח prohibited completely. You couldn't even enjoy. So in other words, he doesn't have to pay the guy at all. He's in big trouble with God. But in the case of the guy, you see, he has to come. The problem of the guy, that the guy has to bring an assessor. Somebody that comes in and tells you, what's the value? How much did you lose? And he cannot tell him that it has any value. So that's it, because it has no value. In Shoigeg, he's not replacing value. He's replacing the wheat. Over here, he's replacing the value because he's the thief. Because he's the thief. Over there, he just made a mistake. He made a mistake. So he said, if you make a mistake, give him back the wheat that you made a mistake with.
See, here it's like, if you're a Ghana, you get a reward in a way. You don't have to pay the money.
Yeah.
If you're a shogeg, they tell you, oh.
Very good, very good. You're good from this case, but you're in trouble from God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Yesh mefarshim, there are those who says, שמשנתנו בא להשמיע, that our Mishnah comes to teach, שאם אכל תרומה טמאה, that if a person ate a truma which was impure, אינו משלם דמי עצים. Only then he doesn't pay the value of the firewood that the chametz had. שכן תרומה טהורה אסורה לעסוקה. Because pure truma you're not allowed to put as firewood. שלא ניתנה לה לאכילה לשתייה ולסיכה, because it was only given for 3 purposes, eating, drinking, and anointment. מה שאין כן תרומה טמאה, but it's not so with impure תרומה, שרשאי הכהן להסיקה תחת תבשילו. Only that the Kohen is allowed to use it as firewood. אבל בתרומת חמץ בפסח, but when it comes to חמץ in פסח, שאינה ראויה אף להסקה, that you can't even burn it, הרי לא הפסיד את הכהן כלום. The Kohen can't complain, he says, what did you lose? Yeah. That's right. He even he said, you should pay me. הרי לא הפסיד את הכהן כלום. He says, the assessor come, it was chametz. It didn't have any value at that time. Forget about it. הילקח פטור מדמי עצים. Therefore, he doesn't have to pay even the value of the wood.